I'm Rowdy. This is Rowdy Rants. I want to start calling all my videos Insurrection, and then the title of what I'm talking about, which the title this time is Kyle Rittenhouse and the shootings in Kenosha, Washington. I've been pretty thorough on the videos I've been looking at. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to try and claim I was, but from appearances I'm going to give an opinion, and that's what it is. It's an opinion, and everybody has one. This is mine. Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 people. We had a Rosenbaum, a Gage Gross, and another guy. I'll call him Skateboard Guy. Or maybe Gage was Skateboard Guy, I don't know. But there were 3 people that were shot. 2 of them were shot and killed. And one of them was shot in the arm. Gage Gross, I believe is his name. If I'm mispronouncing that, my apologies. There's been a whole lot said about the issue, and there's a few things that keep getting brought up that are just really not relevant. This is self-defense. This is Kyle Rittenhouse's self-defense. What we're looking at is a case of a 17-year-old who defended himself. Okay. A lot's been said about the fact that the firearm was brought across state lines. It was not brought across state lines. The firearm was registered in Wisconsin. Lots being said about the fact that Kyle traveled to that area. Well, he was asked, along with others, to travel to that area to help protect a property that was being decimated. This area was Warzone. Even more is being said about Kyle's character. I'm not even going to address a lot of that. He's a 17-year-old who's a lifeguard. A lot's being said about his aspirations to be a police officer. That's not a crime. You know, he's trying to serve people. He showed up there with a first aid kit, and he had actually treated a protester before this incident occurred. Now, Kyle had been out away from the base of where they were at because he was checking to see if any of the protesters needed help. When the police lines closed and Kyle wound up on the wrong side of the police lines trying to get back to the property that they were protecting, if reports are correct, when he wound up in a crowd of riled up rioters is what they're going to wind up being designated as. And they were trying to set fires, which Kyle was against and trying to keep the fires put out, when he wound up running from people because of the fact that he was trying to stop the fires. When the shooting for when the shooting for Rosenbaum occurred, the first shooting, there was actually a shot fired before Kyle fired a shot when Rosenbaum was attacking Kyle. And that's been proven by, I believe, the New York Post and relevant video. So there's more than one shooter there. What the shot was fired at is up for grabs, of course. But Kyle's not the only shooter. That's the first thing people need to recognize. The second thing you need to recognize is you go running up on somebody who is armed, intent on doing them harm. You are putting yourself in danger because you are putting a person who is armed in a position of needing to take defensive measures. I'm not even going to comment further. The first shooting, you can't argue it. Okay. At this point, Kyle was trying to run to the police. There is video proving he was trying to run from police. Gage Gross live stream shows Gage approaching Kyle, asking him what's going on. Kyle says, "I'm going to the police." Kyle was running to the authorities. That's quite clear. You can see where the authorities are at further down the road. People are yelling behind them. Gage stops, asks what's going on. Other people are yelling, "Get him. He shot someone." Wrong answer. You don't pursue somebody like that. Way wrong answer. Once again, you're putting the man in a defensive position. What's so hard to see about this? At this point, Gage re-engages chasing down Kyle, which makes him an aggressor. At this point also, notable is that Gage has a handgun, and he is approaching someone with a rifle. Kyle Rittenhouse was knocked off his feet. Once again, he is in a defensive stance. He is not shooting everyone around him. He is selective in what he does when he shoots one person who died, and he shoots Gage Gross. Once again, Kyle was attacked. He was hit with a skateboard when on the ground. They were trying to disarm him, according to what people are saying. Once again, the man was in a defensive posture. If you're trying to disarm him, you are the aggressor. This is all golden. You can argue it all you want. The protesters traveled from further away than Kyle did. So trying to say he shouldn't have been there is ridiculous. Even after Kyle fired shots, striking Gage Gross in the elbow and killing the other aggressor, he didn't keep shooting. Once the threat ended, he got up, started heading to the police again. He tried to turn himself in. The police, because they were in a mode of de-escalation, I guess, or trying to engage what they thought might have been an active shooter, which at that point in time Kyle was not, were telling him basically get out of the way. They would not allow him to communicate with them. At which point, he walked through the lines. There's a whole lot to be said about a whole lot of things, but the final result here is Kyle didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't hunting. In each and every instance, he was in a defensive posture. And trying to say that he shouldn't have been there is ridiculous. You cannot say that. That's not a legal viewpoint. And the law is what we're looking at here. I personally don't know why Kyle Rittenhouse is in jail. He should not be. Also, I personally have no idea why Gage Gross is not in jail. You have reports that he's a felon. You have other reports that is his father's record on felony, that he only has misdemeanors. But the facts remain, he had a firearm out in public in a riot area that had been deemed a riot. Why hasn't he been picked up? Why hasn't he been charged with assault, which is viewable on video, that he assaulted Kyle Rittenhouse? Personally, his attorney's going to have a blast with this. What's going to happen? Who knows? Who knows? It seems like they want to crucify anybody for trying to defend themselves on something like this. And this poor kid's going to die at the hands of political correctness. I'm Rowdy. That's my rant. Have a nice day.